Hi everybody, I'm still Krystian.
And I'm still Clusterfox.
And this is Trace 5. These are this is the top cut of the German nationals, and now we are down in the lower bracket. For a second there, we thought we could just continue our stream coverage with the upper bracket, but Marcellus and Ollie, or Pinsel, decided to take a small break here. And so we are now can see what's happening in the lower bracket. This is now Raul on the left side from the Dutch community.
Yep.
And we have Doma straight from the Topper's Dome from the Berlin community. Doma, a well-known player because he was, of course, in the finale of the European.
Yes, absolutely.
Europeans, and that's where he got this playmat.
He's a very, very strong player. He's very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
At the UK Nationals, he played, or the Euros, he played CI and I can't remember.
CI and I can't. Yeah, that's right. I cannot remember. Oh yeah, it was Val.
Yeah, of course it was Val.
Defeated Chris Dyer twice in a top cut. That was pretty amazing. So he's of course very nervous because now there's still potential for him to do really well in this tournament. And of course Raul equally excited about what is coming up here. Although Raul kind of like always seems very cool when I meet him in between the rounds.
Yeah, he's a very laid-back guy as well. He also did very well at Euros. Was third in Swiss with a Jemison deck.
Oh right, yeah, that's why he played against FFX on the stream as well. So both players very, very well known, very prolific. But I heard that we're gonna get treated to a very, very spicy corp deck by Roel today.
Yes, from what I've heard about Roel's deck, he doesn't even run hedge funds. It's a Argus deck that has snares and psychic fields and dedicated response teams.
Psychic fields?
Yes.
Psychic fields? You monster. Raul, what you doing here?
So we should be in for a very spicy game.
Yep, and we gotta have Hayley on Doma's side. So Shaper against Wayland.
The classic.
The classic, yeah. You could say. Doma playing with full bleed Hayley here. Recently, I saw today Erwin presented his newest laser cut Hayley kind of IDs. They are beautiful.
Yeah, they're really, really nice.
They're incredible, and should I spoil this? Because might be a tournament in the future that Erwin is planning, for which he will produce a lot more plastic acrylic IDs for a lot of other missing identities. So
yes,
be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, he's talking about I think end of November.
Yeah.
King of Lasers, I think it was going to be called.
Something like this. Yeah. I'm not gonna explain him.
Yeah.
How this works, but just so you know that something like this might be coming in the future. All right. So I think we're gonna see Doma taking a mulligan here, and Raul will keep his hand.
I'm fine.
All right. So we already saw an Argus in this top cut, but this is a completely different Argus, right?
Yep, and Roel doing the same thing that Brian does: 3 installs, shuffles them.
Yep.
So even he doesn't know which is where.
So going full horizontal is very, very, very strong, very, very powerful play.
It's about sending a message.
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't even care. Run anywhere. Doma with his purple tentacle t-shirt. I love it so much. One of my favorite adventure games.
And it's the classic Netrunner colors.
That's true. That's Shaper. Oh, no, actually the original
Netrunner was green and purple.
Oh, man. So many references. All right. Sure game will begin. That's a pretty good start in there. And ooh.
We got a cash and a Reaver. Interesting.
So the Reaver is... You get something when you trash something, right?
When you trash a card, you draw a card.
So, we're going to probably see some Aesop's in the future, but for now, there is a professional context here. And Roshida on the rules side.
Draw 3 cards.
Draw 3 cards, and then a mandatory draw, and a really good card draw, lots of economy as well. Just punishing players for not running on things. And also probably he has a lot of things that punishes players if they do run on things.
So I've heard.
Alright, just keep installing stuff. It seems like it's going very horizontal.
I can imagine this took a lot of people by surprise yesterday during Swiss.
Yeah, it's
Not really used to seeing Argus decks install tons of remotes.
we've been just talking about this in the break. Like quite often you will see those weird decks in the top cuts where it's like people train for the regular matchups. CTM, we just won the UK nationals, so everybody trained that matchup. But then that allows like some weird choices to slip in through the cracks and make it all the way to the top cut, because quite often these kind of form the basis of the new meta. And there we go. Ooh, that's a really good score for Raul here with false lead.
False lead.
So potentially you can like forfeit the false lead to make the run lose 2 clicks if Doma decides to take a tag, and then things will spiral downwards from there.
Yes, indeed.
Or maybe there's some other combo janky reason for this.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, you don't want to spoil the fun.
I don't actually know. I haven't
Okay.
seen his list. I've just heard about it. But yeah, once you get hard hitting news, then
Doma is actually having really good draw here. There's Ace of Pawn Shop and daily casts, and with Reaver that means like he's setting up really well economically at least. And then he gets out a clone chip on the Brigadier.
cash on a dig deer.
Cash, right? Cash on the Brigadier. Yeah.
So that makes the install free. And
And gets another credit from that, and then he trashes it later on the pawn shop, so it gets more. It's kind of,
and then it draws a card with Reaver, and it's a pretty good engine.
he kind of built almost like a little noise there.
Yeah, that's actually kind of like, imagine if you could play Hayley with noise.
Oh, ooh. Like
DJ Fenris noise.
Oof. Project Nisa, make it possible. I think there has been a format announced that would make it possible to make shenanigans like this.
Okay.
The Eternal format, where
where
there is no card restrictions whatsoever.
So we've got a Brahmin and an SMC.
So Brahman is going to be his main breaker. That's how it's going to work. He's just going to bounce things when he runs. Or he just runs randomly on the thing.
And that's a dedicated response team.
That's
Yeah. You gotta be nervous when you see something like that.
Yeah, because how many of those are already on the board, and how much damage will I get when I make a mistake? And hedge funding, yeah, the economy is going. Like, that's not a problem for Doma.
I don't think hard hitting news is going to be landing anytime soon. But there's another false lead.
All right, false lead. Now, second false lead. Now he can like forfeit the entire turn.
Yep.
I think I managed to kill one like this once, where I forfeit the entire turn and then yeah.
If they have enough tags.
Yeah, it's possible.
Just making sure everything's on the up and up.
Okay. Doma keeps running. He will. There we go.
That's a psychic field.
I already wanted to just say it. Yeah, it's the card I hate the most. Why would you do something? Even on expose. Yeah. Oh, he just wins the game. Is that true? No, he won. He lost. Now what? Do you trash it?
It's a 419 Kryptonite.
Yeah, that's. But if you see it coming, you probably won't. You're just like, okay, I'm not gonna just do it. But then it's like, okay.
But I think just the inclusion of it, that the runner knows it's there.
Yeah.
Just kind of makes them really scared to run the remotes.
Yeah, it's basically like this. You kind of turn off the AD ability of him, right? Like, just never do it anymore if you see a Jinteki that might have it. But now it's here in Wayland. Oof.
So Doma also lost a Fem, it seems.
Oh, but Roel down on the credits. Just 3 credits here. That's not a lot.
I think he's looking for a too big to fail.
Maybe, yeah. So that's how he makes money. He doesn't have sure gambles, but just like too big to fails. Okay.
So I've heard.
Okay, so I guess it's kind of like a matchup where the money really doesn't make any difference. So Doma's economic start might not be such a big deal after all.
Because, well, honestly, I think the idea is very reminiscent of an old NEH archetype called Nearpad, which used good to be trues and snares and things like that. And then just whenever they would run for snares, res all the dedicated response teams, that was also a deck that had almost no money. So
Okay. Oh, but look, misdirection here might be a good choice here by Doma. Kind of can avoid tags. Of course, very slow. Takes 2 clicks.
yep,
And with a scored false leads, that might be.
that's a price tag.
But apparently, no dedicated response teams on the board.
He doesn't have the money to fire it
To do
and
both.
yeah.
So I guess that's why Doma was running. Which is good. Oh man, this is kind of like a knife's edge type of game. It could be over with any mistake, you know. You never know.
I just realized I was nodding, and of course the listeners can't tell that I'm nodding.
Yeah, that's how it works. We could show our faces, but nobody wants to see that.
Nah.
All right, so there's an HQ access, I think. Oh, he did not fire the price tag. Hard-hitting news, okay. Doma, double thumbs up. Not being afraid of the hard-hitting news right now.
Yeah, Raul just needs money.
Yeah. Kind of amazing that he didn't fire the price tag. Oh, then we see, I think I think it was a Kronos project as well. Marcellus tells us that it is an Atlas,
Okay.
and Marcellus does know Wayland very well.
I've heard, yeah.
Okay, so 2 installs. Both players shuffling nervously. Indexing on Doma's hand. He might go for it, right? Why not?
Yes, he could use Brabant.
Yeah. But what would he bounce? Like, I guess Parisha he could maybe bounce, right?
Probably the Parisha, yep.
Yeah. Probably not going to have to trash a lot of things, although maybe, let's see.
Oh, another false lead.
Intercepting the false lead, that's good. Imagine 3 false leads. you can make an entire turn go away and then some. Taking a tag for this. And then removing the tag and drawing a card. Wait, just drawing a card or... Oh, and installing a Shadow Net. Okay, good. Raul does mandatory draw.
He's thinking about his turn. Just get some money.
Yeah, probably good spot to make some money. Like it's with that low credit count. There's like, even if he has snares, right?
He has snares.
So you need at least 4, and then maybe something to punish the tag for it.
Oh,
Doma. Then moving the tag, and then passing the turn. So 2 to 2.
So the only card that we do not know is the last remote, right? Because the second one is the price tag.
Yes. No, wasn't the price tag trash? It's down there. It was trash.
Oh, was the price tag trashed?
Yes. So I don't think we know either one of those. I'm not sure. And then installing in protecting the HQ a little bit more. So maybe telegraphing that there's maybe some valuables there. I don't see. There's a global food there.
Yeah.
So global food and possibly in an Atlas.
Doma really thinking about his clicks, trying to figure out what the optimal play is. And now Roel has enough credits to reserve dedicated response teams.
Interesting. Why would he just get money?
Because he's not being pressured, I think.
Okay. Just wants to maybe win on the board.
Okay.
Is that going to be fast advance? Yes, will be.
There we go.
Okay.
So that puts Roel at enough credits to res all kinds of nasty...
Yep, that's what he was waiting
taggy,
for.
damagey things.
So maybe we're gonna see how this thing properly works, because right now he was a bit hampered with this. I'm surprised that the Doma decided just to wait it out, because it seemed like Raul was in a bad spot and he needed to get some money, and Applying some more pressure might have been a good opportunity, but okay, there we have a Beth. Now that he has money, the Beth makes sense to play.
Yep. Gaining, at the moment, an extra credit every turn.
But if he gets in the click range, then, maybe the false leads might be not as problematic.
He still wouldn't be able to misdirection the tags away with 1 click left.
That's true.
Because for those that don't know, misdirection costs 2 clicks.
Yep, that's how it works.
Okay,
protecting something. Huh. There is something there that is important, apparently.
Or he's just trying to bait a run onto it.
I mean, yeah.
Also a possibility.
I installed ice in front of snares myself, yes. Alright, indexing. The mighty vanilla. How deep it has fallen. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna see a Brahm break. Okay, yeah, that's again.
Yep.
That's a bit of expensive break with Brahm, but okay. It's like 2 credits, I think, wasn't it? 2 credits.
I don't remember. I've never played Brahmin before. I know what it does, but
I just saw it played, but I never saw it played myself. So. All right, so Doma is considering the indexing. Gets to see 5 cards, can rearrange them in any order. Indexing is really great because not only you will get maybe an agenda, but you also kind of see what the next turns of the corporation are. And in a deck where you're not really sure what's happening, you might be important to know what kind of cards the corporation will draw into. Then running again. Ooh,
there's an Atlas.
Big. That's huge. The 2-pointers are so important in this matchup.
And then he just takes the damage.
Okay.
From Argus's ability.
Okay, he's afraid or he's concerned that he might not. That if he takes attack, then he might get false leads, right?
I'm thinking maybe what the card could be in the remote. I don't know if it's in the deck, but it could be Gonzalo's Judge.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. And then once you get attacks, it's like you're in attack hell and you never get out. Especially if false leads out.
A little drawing up.
Yeah, drawing the cards that Doma just saw with indexing. So again, Doma knows exactly what roles he's drawing here. We still see the global food on hand. But Doma, of course, doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know, no. Apparently, I heard that in the first round, that's how Raul lost his first game. Is that he was on game point.
Yeah.
The next turn was going to be over. Last click, the runner checks archives, and there was a global food in there.
Why did they do that? Okay, so Raul's considering he shores up R&D more. There's another indexing on Doma's hand.
He's just waiting it out.
We saw Doma winning in this famous Euros games against Krystian with a choice, incomplete indexing where he kind of saw a bunch of cards that he already saw, but like a little bit deeper because he just did like a double indexing basically, and that was what was enough to pull him through. All right, so that is going to be SMC. So I wonder if he actually will use the SMC or if he will just use the SMC to, for the Brahmin, to feed the Brahmin. Rule drawing more stuff.
I don't know what other breakers that Doma is playing now.
Well, we see a Femme Fatale discarded.
I'm assuming it plays things like Lady.
There's the Cyber Feeder and Femme. I'm not sure what the barrier breaker is. Or maybe it would make sense for Lady to be a barrier breaker, right?
Yes, because you can bounce it with Brahmin. Ooh.
Found the snare. Throwing the card is like, I don't even care. Ooh. And the dedicated response team, how many damage does it do?
2.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be game.
I think so.
You have to raise it onwards, right? You have to not on axis. If you
Is they discussing?
I think the question that's being asked is doesn't dedicated response team have to be rezzed before you access the remote?
Well, I'm getting calls here. All right. So I think the way this works is yes, it has to be. Yes, absolutely. You cannot res it afterwards.
No.
Yeah, so
you don't have a window to res it after.
Yeah, so the question is like, what happened when Raul flipped the snare? Did he let the X already happen, or did he just res basically the snare?
I think they're grabbing the timing structure chart.
The timing chart, yeah.
Yeah, it's when Doma runs it, then he has to res the designated response team before he accesses the remote. Because once the access happens on the remote, there is no more window to res the designated response team.
Yeah, but but there is a window after the run decides to access where you still can rest stuff.
That's true.
So the Doma says, I want to access, then Raul still has a window to rest the dedicated response team and potentially rest the snare, just to let him know that he will die in a second here.
Yep.
And then letting the access happen. So they played a bit fast, because that's how you usually play it in Netrunner, but actually there's like a bunch of stuff happening that you have to do in the right order. So I wonder how the judge will rule this. Oh, but Doma could potentially do something here, right? He could, Doma could use the Brahmin, I think, to draw a card.
Brahmin doesn't trash, it bounces.
Yeah, oh, wait.
But he can use SMC to install something over something.
Yes, so before the access with the snare happens, Doma uses SMC, trashes the SMC, draws with the what's his name again? I don't know. And then he has now enough cards to survive this, perhaps.
Yes,
at least for now.
The Reaver saved him, and to put down the lady.
Okay.
We called it.
Okay. Yes, it's the lady indeed. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That was actually an incredibly intelligent play.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't wonder if Doma was kind of like planning for this.
So it's 3, 4, 5 damage.
Uh-huh.
I think.
They played by the numbers now. That is going to be a 2 Parishas and okay, everything gets trashed anyway. Okay, so now he still gets 1 tag. I wonder which click this was on. Oh man, that was close. That was a close call, Doma.
Got him by the skin of his teeth.
So now it's Raul's turn. So Doma is now tagged, and Raul can do something now. Can he follow this up? He forfeits 2 false leads. So it's Doma. And then he can... Okay, there's a awkward handshake, but I guess there's a kill now?
I also cannot see what happened.
Okay, he can now... I think consulting visit for a thing.
Yes, consulting visit for a high-profile target.
Okay.
That's probably what happened.
Oh, that was a weird follow-up. Awkward ending.
So
I almost thought Doma made it there.
He almost made it. It was a very heroic attempt. But yeah, I guess the message of the day is be very careful when you play Argus.
Very, very, very careful. Okay, so guys, we're going to move on to the next round. We will be back in a bit where we're going to see another lower bracket game. I think we might.
Yes.
We might. Okay, see you in a bit.
Yep, bye-bye.